to be out with my channel. Listen, in the words of Kierra Sheard, something has to break. It has to. Something got to work. Something got to break here. Because if not, I don't know. I might have to switch over. I might have to give it on over. Give it on up. Give it on over, and come on over to, dare I say it, indices. I might have to because this ain't working. This ain't working right. And I done made this video a total of 4 times, and it's always been too long. And I think it's because I'm doing too much. So I'm gonna try to get through it a little bit faster, and which means I'm probably gonna be talking a lot faster in order to get this out to you guys. But let's take a look at these charts and let's see the setups that I have come up with. Oh, before I get into that, let's do this first. Let's talk about the Discord that you should be in. It's free community, free Discord. I made it, you know what I mean? And I want you guys to be in it. Link in the description box below and or the pinned comment. Just join. It's free. I'm not going to charge you anything. Probably ever. Not ever, actually. Anything I learned online. I learned on YouTube. And if you want to know it, I'll teach you about it. I'll show you where the resources are. I'll just give it to you for free. I'm not a gatekeeper. I just want you guys to join the Discord. It's free. Just join the Discord, okay? I say I don't give signals, and I don't. I give markups. I show you guys what I mark up from week to week. If I trade, I'll talk about, what I see. Like me and Joe here, we were talking about, we had a call Friday, and he kind of led the call. I thought that it was my first call, right? And I was nervous, but I didn't even need to be nervous because I didn't even run the call. He did. And basically what happened was we talked about risk management, and it was a very, very, very good call. So shout out to Gerald for that. If you guys come into Discord, if you want to talk about risk management, talk to Gerald, because he's the dude. He's that dude. He's from Nigeria. I think that's where he's from. I think. If I'm wrong, my bad. But I'm trying to have this be a weekly thing. At least that's what I think he wants. And so what I want to do is kind of talk about, I want to go over trades, right? I want to go over like what trades I won or what trades I lost or vice versa. So that's what I want my calls to be about. Just going over strategy, what worked, what didn't work. But he talks about, like I said, risk reward. And when I tell you this man is so, like, he talked about this in such great detail and such depth that it was like, okay. I mean, if I wasn't using stop loss, it's like, god dang, okay, I'm going to use one after this call because I did not know the benefits or the disadvantages or, the pros and cons of this, but now I know. So come into the Discord. It's free. Again, I don't gatekeep. If you guys want to know what pairs I'm marking up, what trades I'm taking throughout the week, then I'm going to, they're going to be in the Discord. I'm also going to be posting them on YouTube, but I just want to let you guys know that I do more in the Discord than I do on YouTube. So I barely even use the community, but I post my trades here. Sometimes I'll put them up there and I won't. Sometimes I'll forget to post the end result, or I'll post the end result somewhere else. Like I use like 3 or 4 different channels to do the same thing. So I'm trying to get it together. But I'm about to use these 2 journals to do my prop journey and just like paper trading my entries and stuff like that. So but you guys got to join the Discord so that you guys can see what this is all about. And where is it? We talk about stuff in here. So this is where Gerald, he posts his stuff. Mixie and Mac, they'll come in and they'll talk sometimes, but sometimes when Gerald is on, we'll sit and we'll have conversations about certain things and stuff like that. So, but we're missing you guys. We need you guys to come into the Discord. Link in the description box below and or the pinned comment. And we need you to come into the room and have discussions and conversations and talk strategy and prop firms and all types of other trading stuff. I also play the game. So if you guys play the game, I just got into first person shooter. So if you guys are into that, PlayStation 5, I mean, we can talk about Death Box. I call it a Death Box because I don't have it. But if you want the Xbox / Death Box, then yeah, come on, whatever. I want a PlayStation 5 and a Switch, so come see me. Or not. Come see me about trading. Alright, let's get into these charts and let me show you what the pairs are that I've marked up, and let me tell you about what I'm going through as it relates to currency pairs. Alright, let's go. Alright, we're 5 minutes in. I'm going to see if I can get this to like 10. because I was long-winded and I talked too much. So let's just get right into it. All right, let's go from left to right. So if you guys do not know, you can incorporate indexes into your trading. I, this time around, have decided to, just like the DXY, every currency pair has its own index, if you guys did not know. Now, I have decided to just kind of use something outside of the DXY. The DXY goes with any USD-based pair, such as Euro USD, GBP USD, anything that ends in USD. You can kind of look at the DXY and tell which way it's going, and then those pairs are the opposite of what the DXY is doing. So I decided to take on the challenge. You guys know I love CADs. I love them, specifically GBP CAD, but it's doing whatever it wants to do. So I was like, well, let me see if I can get this currency pair to work, or this index to work with, just like the DXY. So I paired it with USD CAD. And as you can see, from a weekly to a 4-hour perspective, we have a bullish move on the CAD index and a bearish move on USD CAD. So whatever the CAD index is going to do, if CAD is bullish, then the pair that I'm trading is going to be opposite or adjacent. Well, adjacent is opposite. Okay, so as you can see, this is going to be bullish for a market maker bottom model versus a market maker sell model. So I'm waiting for price to sell off on USD CAD, and I'm waiting for price to buy up on the CAD index. Now this is just a theory, right? This is my hypothesizing. So this is my first time doing this. All right. Oh, I forgot to turn this back on. So for me to be able to see through all this choppiness, this is the indicator that I use. It's called no gaps. It goes from looking like this to looking like this. You'd have to go into the settings to set it up exactly the way you have your normal candles. Once you do that, it's going to look just like that. My candles are purple and black, so I set mine up exactly the way that I have mine on my normal chart where there have no gaps. That way I'm not confused by what I'm looking at. So we're on the 4-hour. And I'm trying to go really, really fast here. All right, so on the left, we have the CAD index, and it is going to, what I want is for it to come down into this gap right here since it is mitigated, and I want it to buy up from there. Right here, we have kind of sort of the same scenario. So if you will look at my crosshair here, on the left, we have a bearish gap right here. No, we're too far down. I'm sorry. So on the left, we have a bullish gap, and on the right, we have a bearish gap, right? So I want price to come down on here to this gap and then buy up, and then I want price to come up into this gap on the right and then sell off. Or the other scenario would be for it to come up and take out this gap and come up into this gap, take out this high entirely, or for this on the left to take out this low entirely and then buy it from there and then sell off from here. Because if you do not know, part of this market maker model setup is that you need a bearish candle before a bullish move and a bullish candle before a bearish move. We currently have a bearish candle, so we need that bearish candle to be bullish. Possibly. Maybe. Alright, moving along here. So again, USD CAD, I am waiting for it to sell off. Euro CAD is doing the same thing. It's going to buy up from the weekly to the 4-hour because that's what we just went over. We're in a 4-hour gap right here, I believe. I could be wrong, but we're in it. We tapped into it, so we can go. I don't want to go 15 minute. I hate the 15 minute, but I don't see a gap. Essentially, price is going to buy up here. It started last week, but coming into this week, we could sell off a little bit, take out these lows, come into this gap right here, and then buy up from there. Because we're currently in this gap, so we need to take out these wicks. That's exactly what I see. Okay. So when price opens up, I'm looking for it to sell off just a little bit, and then since it's Sunday, and then buy up coming Monday. GBP CAD. I see let's go to the weekly. Also, if you do not know, all the pairs don't correlate together all the time. So because of this, I see all of this choppiness. Now, if I were just to solely trade this pair by itself, if I were to solely trade this pair by itself, This is the way that I would do it, especially if it's this choppy. If I cannot find my way, this is a method that you can use to help you find your way. The only thing you would need to do is to figure out what time that you need to do this to where it'll work out for you. This method is called the CRT method. Basically what you would do is you would take your week or day or hourly previous high and low. You mark that up. So I have marked up the previous week's high and low. This is the high, this is the low, right? I would put the template on here, but I don't need to because I can do this without any lines at all. The rule of thumb for this method, according to the CRT man, Romeo, right? Total Soup Man, whatever you want to call him. If you wick up, you get lower prices. If you wick down, you get higher prices. If you close above, like we just did here, we get higher prices. If you close below, then you get lower prices. If you close above, you cannot trade that. That is not a move. If you close below, you cannot trade that either. There's no way that you can enter that because there's no turnaround. If you wick, you want to catch the wick. The wick is the turtle soup. So what you want to do is you want to wait for it to wick up, turtle soup, or what they call the kiss of death. I guess that's what he calls it. And then you either sell down or you buy up. In this case, we closed above. So there's no move as of right now. So what you can do is come down to 4 hour. And what I see this gap right here. Because normally, most people would see this and be like, they would wait. They would say CRT is right here. And then, this will be the order block. These series of candles right here will be the order block. And then they'd sell off. But there's two ways that this could go. There is a fair value gap right here that we tapped into. Now, what that could mean is that you can go down to the 4 hour if you're using time frame alignment, and I might just stop here. But if you're using time frame alignment, you could go down to the 15 minute. Oh, this is choppy. This is why I don't like going down this lower time frame. It's so choppy. And you would wait for price to make its final high, and then you would sell off to this low right here. But what I want, possibly, I could stay on this time frame if I choose to. What I want is for price to come and turn around in this gap somewhere. As long as it doesn't mitigate this gap, we're fine. Come into this gap. It can come right here, make its final high, then turn around, and then either sell off all the way down to this kind of raised low, or I want it to come into this gap right here, then buy up to the external range high. And in order for that to happen, you just gotta wait and watch. Any of those three scenarios could happen. You gotta watch. So that's what I see for that. That was a lot, but that's what I see. There's like 3 or 4 different scenarios in that particular trade. But if there were other pairs that were choppy, and you couldn't find a gap to save your life on any time frame, that is exactly what I would do. I would mark up the candle range high and the candle range low, and I would see from there where the move could possibly go, and I would wait and I would watch. Actually, if I were you, I would just, all these tabs that I have, I would just take away all these tabs and just focus on this one pair, and I would just trade this one pair. Trade what you see. Don't focus on what's on the left or what's on the right. Just focus on what you see. So, let me go through this really, really quickly. So, for gold, it's kind of the same thing. We're kind of choppy here, but I do see this gap on the daily. This gap right here. And what I want to happen is we're already at a candle range high we wicked up. This is the difference. You wick up, you get lower prices. So, we wicked up. I'm waiting for price to come down into this candle range low. Come down into this gap and then buy back up to this external high. This is another one you can trade by itself, with or without this strategy. Last but not least is XPX 500, NAS, and the Dow. Now the Dow sucks. It just sucks, okay? I'm not going to put no curse words in there, but it just sucks, okay? I don't think I'm ever going to trade it. It's too volatile. Out of the 3 of these, this is the most volatile pair that I've really ever encountered so far. So if we go up to the weekly, I'm trying to go as fast as I can. If we go up to the weekly, we can see that the Dow came and took out. Is there any more for? No, it's at its highest high. the highest point. So the Dow came and tapped this right here. Took out this external range. It just wicked it. So we got lower prices into this gap right here. I don't know whether or not it's gonna go back up and take out this high. It might, and create a higher high. Then come back down, maybe back into this gap, or it might go through this gap, create an inversion, and then come down for the next gap down here. But it doesn't matter because I'm not trading it. All right, so for the other two pairs, the SPX 500 and the NAS 100, where I have to go. And then what I see is nothing actually. I see price coming up on NAS and then creating a high here first, and then selling off into this external range low. Next turn. Candle range low. Talk too fast, I'm all good. Then coming down into this weekly internal range liquidity pool, and then buying back up to whatever high that is that it's going to create. Same thing with XPX 500. If we get out to the 4 hour, I can see that one is stronger than the other. So NAS is stronger right now. It's creating this bullish momentum. SPX 500 is weaker. And then Dow, again, I'm not trading it, but it's trash. Just X that out right now. But I need it for the correlation. So if I had to pick something, I would go 1, 2, 0. I say 1 for XPX 500 because it is the weaker pair. I want to say it's the weaker pair. It could prove me wrong on Sunday or Monday when it opens up. But right now, NAS seems to be the stronger pair, which means that it's gonna. I want it to fly through this line, so that then it can turn around and then come to this this kind of range low, and then we can sell off into this gap and then buy back up. Same thing for XPX 500. It just might do it at a slower pace. If it does it at all, it might make a fail swing, and then just sell off. But you just gotta wait and see. I said a lot, but if you come to the Discord and just ask questions, I'll share these things with you. I'll share the curriculum. I'll share everything that I have access to with you guys. It doesn't matter. I don't care. But I have to go. So, you guys let's take care. And I hope you guys interact and profit. Join the Discord. Link in the description box below and or the pinned comment. Or again, join the Discord. That's it. You guys are blessed. Take care. And may you enter and exit and profit. I really have to go. Oh my God, I'm talking too fast for my own good. You guys enter and exit and profit, okay? You be profitable. As soon as I place a trade on either one of these pairs, I will let you guys know. And I'll put it in the Discord first. And then I will make a video about it. Because we have to get over this hump of losing. We have to get over this hump of, the market being what it is. You have to adjust and adapt. And I'm not adjusting or adapting very, very well. And I have to learn how to, because if not, I'm not going to be in this game for very long if I don't learn how to do that. So, you guys are blessed. Take care. And I'll see you in the Discord once you join it. Toodles.